Never argue with stupid people, they will drag you down to their level and then beat you with experience. Life is short, break the rules. Forgive quickly, kiss slowly. Love truly. Laugh uncontrollably and never regret anything that makes you smile. Kindness is the language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. Give every day the chance to become the most beautiful day of your life. The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. Politicians and diapers must be changed often, and for the same reason. Keep away from people who try to belittle your ambitions. Small people always do that, but the really great make you feel that you, too, can become great. If you don't read the newspaper, you're uninformed. If you read the newspaper, you're misinformed. No amount of evidence will ever persuade an idiot. It's easier to fool people than to convince them that they have been fooled. Never allow someone to be your priority while allowing yourself to be their option. The more I learn about people, the more I like my dog. Worrying is like paying a debt you don't owe. I was educated once, it took me years to get over it. Anger is an acid that can do more harm to the vessel in which it is stored than to anything on which it is poured. Good decisions come from experience. Experience comes from making bad decisions. Whenever you find yourself on the side of the majority, it is time to pause and reflect. Just because you're taught that something's right and everyone believes it's right, it don't make it right. The trouble with the world is not that people know too little, it's that they know so many things that just aren't so. The secret of getting ahead is getting started. The secret of getting started is breaking your complex, overwhelming tasks into small, manageable tasks, and starting on the first one. Success is a journey, not a destination. It requires constant effort, vigilance and re-evaluation. The truth hurts, but silence kills. Continuous improvement is better than delayed perfection. You meet people who forget you. You forget people you meet. But sometimes you meet those people you can't forget. Those are your friends. Don't dream your life, but live your dream. To be great, truly great, you have to be the kind of person who makes the others around you great. It's better to be an optimist who is sometimes wrong than a pessimist who is always right. If you tell the truth, you don't have to remember anything. Age is an issue of mind over matter. If you don't mind, it doesn't matter. Do the right thing. It will gratify some people and astonish the rest. If you want to change the future, you must change what you're doing in the present. If we were meant to talk more than listen, we would have 2 mouths and 1 ear. Never argue with a fool, onlookers may not be able to tell the difference. The lack of money is the root of all evil. Imagine, if you will, that I am an idiot. Then, imagine that I am also a congressman. But, alas, I repeat myself. The best way to cheer yourself up is to try to cheer somebody else up. Some people bring joy wherever they go, and some people bring joy whenever they go. There is a charm about the forbidden that makes it unspeakably desirable. Never miss an opportunity to shut up. Focus more on your desire than on your doubt, and the dream will take care of itself. Do not complain about growing old. It is a privilege denied to many. If you have no will to change it, you have no right to criticize it. If you pick up a starving dog and make him prosperous, he will not bite you. This is the principal difference between a dog and man. Make your vocation your vacation. That is the secret to success. An open mind leaves a chance for someone to drop a worthwhile thought in it. Great things can happen when you don't care who gets the credit. A man's character may be learned from the adjectives which he habitually uses in conversation. Temper is what gets most of us into trouble. Pride is what keeps us there. Why waste your money looking up your family tree? Just go into politics and your opponent will do it for you. If voting made any difference, they wouldn't let us do it. Comparison is the death of joy. Laughter is the greatest weapon we have, and we, as humans, use it the least. The most interesting information comes from children, for they tell all they know and then stop. Of all the animals, man is the only one that lies. In the first place, God made idiots. That was for practice. Then he made school boards. Never have a battle of wits with an unarmed person. Courage is resistance to fear, mastery of fear, not absence of fear. A pessimist is a well-informed optimist. When angry, count to 4, when very angry, swear. A half-truth is the most cowardly of lies. There are basically two types of people. People who accomplish things, and people who claim to have accomplished things. The first group is less crowded. The inability to forget is far more devastating than the inability to remember. The past does not repeat itself, but it rhymes. Don't wrestle with pigs. You both get dirty and the pig likes it. It's no wonder that truth is stranger than fiction. Fiction has to make sense. We like a man to come right out and say what he thinks, if we agree with him. I do not fear death. I had been dead for billions and billions of years before I was born, and had not suffered the slightest inconvenience from it. Heaven goes by favor. If it went by merit, you would stay out and your dog would go in. A little lie can travel halfway round the world while truth is still lacing up her boots. Don't go around saying the world owes you a living. The world owes you nothing. It was here first. The average woman would rather have beauty than brains, because the average man can see better than he can think. If ignorance is bliss, why isn't the world happier? Those who do not read have no advantage over those who cannot read. God created war so that Americans would learn geography. Consider the average intelligence of the common man, then realize 50% are even stupider. Some people get an education without going to college. The rest get it after they get out. Of all God's creatures, there is only one that cannot be made slave of the leash. That one is the cat. If man could be crossed with the cat, it would improve the man, but it would deteriorate the cat. If your only tool is a hammer, everything starts to look like a nail. Man was made at the end of the week's work when God was tired. Eat a live frog first thing in the morning and nothing worse will happen to you the rest of the day. In the beginning of a change the patriot is a scarce man, and brave, and hated and scorned. When his cause succeeds, the timid join him, for then it costs nothing to be a patriot. Never let the truth get in the way of a good story. A gentleman is someone who knows how to play the banjo and doesn't. Censorship is telling a man he can't have a steak just because a baby can't chew it. Let us live so that when we come to die even the undertaker will be sorry.